The Daily Swole! The Daily Swole! The Daily Swole! The Daily Swole! The Daily Swole!
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome everyone to episode 378 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, boom, 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 titty move. We all flex our biceps. Feeling good. I crushed legs this morning. If you're following me on Instagram, you saw me live when I do a little Q&A action. So make sure you turn on your post notifications and shit on Instagram. Thanks for watching me right here on Facebook live every day at 12 noon Eastern time. You can catch me on YouTube and listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes right in your ear holes. Gonna drop some knowledge nukes right in your ear holes. Gonna fuck your brains out today on episode 378. 378 Daily Swole Club. Like and share the broadcast and use the hashtag Daily Swole Club, but don't just say hashtag Daily Swole Club. I'm not picking those anymore. You have to actually say something cool, okay? If you just use hashtag Daily Swole Club, not enough. Like and share, and then type something worthwhile. Something that applies to the show, something positive, something motivational, something freaking cool that catches my attention. You just do Daily Swole Club plain, forget you. You got no creativity. Can't just drop it straight. You gotta give something with it. Gotta make a statement. So Daily Swole Club, fuck my life. There we go. Live TV for the win. Da-da-da. Today's episode is surprise. It's surprise. It's Flex Friday, so fuck those couches. Go work out. Go lift. Go get a pump on. Go get those nipples hard. It's nice outside. If it's cold where you are, just warm up a little bit. Just rub them a little bit. Oh, what are we doing today? Nutrition, exercise. Everyone wants to talk about nutrition, so today, we're talking about exercise and fitness, resistance training, because at 1 p.m. Eastern time in my premium group, we are doing our nutrition workshop today. So everyone that's coming here from my premium accountability group, remember at 1 p.m., obviously after the Daily Swole, at 1 p.m. going to be doing a nutrition workshop. So at 1 p.m. going to be breaking down a live real world example of caloric intake, of goals, and we're going to break it down. I'm going to show you all the, maybe pie charts. I'll get fancy, but that's in premium. So if you want in on that, you can click the link in the description to sign up for my private community, a Swolenormous Premium, for me to talk about it before, but that's at 1 p.m. So everyone that's watching from premium, 1 p.m., be there for the nutrition meeting. Let's get started. So resistance training. Let's talk about fitness. So today is Flex Friday, so happy Flex Friday. Let's talk about fitness. Now there's all different parts of fitness. I'm feeling good with this whiteboard. I feel like drawing shit. No dicks today. I'm gonna try to stay away from the penis today. I feel like it could trap me. I could get trapped, but I'm gonna try to avoid any kind of dick drawings. Float some hearts right now. Let's float some hearts. Ready? Feet or some thumbs. Feed me, come on. Feed me some thumbs. Come on, you ready? Ready? Come on, float them. Weird as shit, right? You're coming in like, if this is your first time, you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What is this? This is a bearded, long-haired dude that did pre-workout, that drank a lot of coffee, that did leg day today, and I'm lit. Boop, 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 titty bounce. Here we go, fitness. There's different aspects of fitness. I'm not gonna talk about every single aspect, I'm gonna talk about specifically. Let's talk about resistance training. So when you want to get in shape, like I want to get the pumps, yeah, I want to work out. You want to come and get swole with your Papa Swole, yeah. So you want to get the fitness, you want to do the flexes and the pump in the gym, yeah. We're gonna do resistance training. I always will recommend resistance training. And those of you that are coming in from the 90-day dash program, Obviously, okay, and today at 2 p.m. in the 90-day dash group, going into modifications, progression for the group, and also what to do after, because a lot of you are finishing up your 90 days, and believe it or not, Papa Swolio planned the fucking program so it can be your journey forever, potentially, if you modify it and adjust and progress it properly, okay? So I'll talk more about that at 2 p.m. in the 90-day dash group, but for right now, we're talking about fitness. My point was talking about the 90-day dash program is that fitness comes first. Fitness comes first, and some people will try to sling you this crap like, yeah, I started eating healthier, and then, I lost some weight, and then I was motivated to start moving. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, a lot of people can get results by focusing on food first. There are many ways to success, but you have to understand how the brain and the pathways are formed and how they work, and how it is much easier to get someone moving than change how they eat. Okay? The addictive properties of food are much stronger than sitting on a couch. It's very much easier to get up and walk around than it is to put healthier food in your mouth regularly every day. So they go hand in hand. Nutrition is important and exercise is important, but when you're trying to change your life and your life habits, you can get up and start moving immediately. You change your diet, over the course of days. Like, you eat one meal and you're in shape. It's like you can just get up and start walking. You get up and start moving right away. So you can get instant movement rather than just get up and like, I'm gonna eat some kale right now. I mean, it's part of the process, but a lot of people fail because they focus on food first. So we're talking about fitness first, fitness coming first, resistance training. Not a big fan of cardio. If you want to run, if you like to run, if you enjoy cardio, that's fine. Something's probably fucked up in your head if you enjoy it. However, you can do it. I'm just kidding. You can run if you want to. Waste of time, in my opinion. I do the step mill at the gym to warm up. I don't do straight cardio. It's really not effective for getting the physique and getting the results that you want. It seems to be that way. There's this big misconception that people do cardio all the time. I have people asking me, well, how come these bodybuilders and people that do competitions do so much cardio, and how come they do it? It's because they're taking fucking steroids, and you have an unnatural hormone balance that allows you to maintain muscle mass in a caloric deficit, and when doing intense amounts of cardio, so you can lose every last bit of water so you can be shredded on stage. People are taking things. They're taking exogenous hormones and excessive amounts of oral and injectable supplements that give them the ability to do a caloric deficit and do extra cardio. So people that are doing an hour or 2 hours of cardio a day and shredding up and maintaining that fullness of muscle mass, they're taking shit. They're taking shit and they're taking steroids, and up to them, all right? I'm not promoting one thing or the other. Fitness, resistance. Bottom line, you need resistance training. Whether you're a professional bodybuilder, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to gain muscle, you want to do resistance training. You want to lose weight, you got to do resistance training. You want to gain muscle, you got to do resistance training. Now, someone might say, well, I lost 50 pounds just changing how I ate. Well, that's because you were really, really fat, and you could because you stopped putting bad shit in your mouth. You closed your mouth and ate different things. You lost a lot of water weight and a lot of body fat because you have a lot extra. Most people aren't going to lose a ton of body fat by changing how they eat alone. By changing how they eat alone, you're going to lose a lot of water. Okay? Your body will metabolize fat over time, but things don't just melt off. When you hear people that lose 30, 40, 50 pounds like in a couple months, he's like, ridiculous. Everyone's different, but that's also a lot of water weight, and they also had a lot of weight to lose. So if you're 160 and you want to get to 120, you're not going to lose 40 pounds in a month. I guarantee it. It's going to take you a lot longer because you're getting closer to that physical limit that your body can maintain. And the closer you are to that limit, the longer and the more challenging it's going to be to get there, because your body doesn't want to necessarily go there. Your body doesn't necessarily want to go to that end point. Your body doesn't want to be the leanest it could possibly be. Your body doesn't want to be the lightest body weight it could possibly be. Your body doesn't want to be the most muscular it could possibly be. Your body doesn't want to be the most muscular and shredded it can possibly be. Your body doesn't want those extremes. Your body wants, and this is in contrast, but also comparison to yesterday, because your body doesn't want any of those extremes. Your body doesn't want to be extremely shredded, doesn't want to be extremely muscular, doesn't want to be extremely fat. Your body just wants to be like chill, wants to have average. Your body wants, what's ironic from yesterday, I said moderation is bullshit, which it is, but that's the approach. The moderate approach to get results is bullshit. When you're talking on an evolutionary standpoint, moderation is the game. Your body wants moderation. Your body wants what's called homeostasis. Your body wants that balance. It wants that yin and yang. Your body wants that evenness. If you gain a little bit of weight, your body wants to come back down. You lose a little bit, your body wants to come back. Your body wants to keep around this level. Your body wants to maintain that kind of evenness. So if you have this, your body wants to kind of like fluctuate. And if you weigh yourself on a scale, you're going to gain or lose a couple pounds day to day. You're not going to lose 10 pounds and then gain 10 pounds, but you might be 200 on Monday, and then on Tuesday, you're 198, and then on Wednesday, you're 196, and then you're 198, and then you're 199. I mean, you're going to fluctuate a few pounds day to day based on water intake and exercise, and just you're using water all the time. So you're not doing everything exactly. I mean, the more regular you are with everything you do, like if you're one of these like bodybuilding scientists and you do competitions and you're measuring your water, literally measuring exactly how much you eat and what your training is, and you're so specific and the same every day, you're gonna have a much more constant body weight. You're gonna have a much more even level of output. Papa's preaching, baby. Papa's preaching. Papa's preaching. You know what? Papa's also hungry. Float some thumbs and some hearts. I'm hungry. Come on, you ready? Pac-Man. Hearts. Come on. Feed me. Feed me hearts. Feed me thumbs. Ready? Hold on. Ready? Ready? I need energy. Oh, God. Choking on him. Choke it. Eat it. Nom, 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 nom. I love it. I love it. Okay. Now I have energy to continue. So your body wants to maintain, right? Your body wants to maintain. Fucking weird, right? Fucking weird. I know. If you're here for the first time, I can't say it's not like this every day. It's really weird every day. It's really weird every day. Yeah, I know. It's really not any different any other day. Yesterday we were talking about penises and stuff. Like, it was surprise penis. It was surprise penis yesterday. All right, let's go back to, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, fitness stuff. All right, we'll talk about exercise. I mean, we could talk about... All right, fine. So, resistance training. Resistance training is going to do a couple things. Resistance training increases living tissue. Living tissue increases. You're going to gain living tissue. Your body does not have to maintain fat. Fat is stored energy. Fat is stored energy. Your body needs fat. It needs fat to store vitamins. It needs fat for hormone production and storage. Your body needs fat. Okay? Your body needs fat. However, this, which we'll call it muscle. We'll call it muscle. Why not? Right? Muscle, organs, all those things that need to be replenished, that need energy, that need calories, okay? Now, because you need living tissue, you need to do resistance training to build muscle. What else does doing resistance training do? Doing resistance training increases, just for abbreviatory purposes, bone quality. It increases stimulation of bone growth, which helps for calcium and like mineral storage. It loads the skeleton, so you don't, a decreased risk of osteoporosis down the line. Especially ladies are more susceptible to osteoporosis and that spongy bone, easy fractures as you get older, 60, 70 years old. You don't want that shit. So if you're not doing resistance training now, I don't care how old you are. If you're 50, 60, 70, it's never too late to start and to slow down the degeneration of your bones. But resistance training helps improve your bone quality and makes it less likely you're gonna have those breaks that can fucking really run down your life at the end. And most people that break their hip and shit like that, because they don't have muscle tone, they don't have strong bones, they break their hip, they become very immobile, and they die from like depression and from lack of mobility. I mean, who wants to be immobile and to be pushed around in a fucking wheelchair because you broke your hip because you didn't do squats when you were 30? I mean, this is the time, 30, 40, 50, 60, now is the time to at least start. I mean, you can start. Just because you're 50 or 60 doesn't mean you can't start today and make a big difference. So most people that are watching probably aren't that age, but if you are, that's for you. So bone quality. So you have, I don't know why I erased it. So you got bone quality, good for the bones. Resistance training is good for the muscle. Okay, it also improves like tendon. When I say muscle and ligament, so that's like all soft tissue. So the bones, the muscle, the tendons attach muscle to bone, and the ligaments attach the bones to one another. So you have all these things that are beneficial for resistance training. So we have resistance training, you're building these things that live, that require vitamins, that require minerals, that require calories, that require metabolism to release energy to help support growing these things. Does that make sense? Float some hearts and float some thumbs. Stop sleeping on me. Wake the fuck up. So those that are watching that are in premium, that are in the 90-day dash, you're getting blown up with live broadcasts. And I guarantee you that after the live, after right now, the Daily Swole, I won't be drinking less coffee. I promise you, I've been up since like 4:30 jamming. I have so much caffeine in my system, it's only gonna get more ridiculous as we go forward. Oh, excuse me. There we go, got it. Bones, muscle, tendons, resistance training. So resistance training, why is it important? That improves your metabolism. That does all those things I mentioned. So it's good. It's good for you. Resistance training is going to benefit you and give you the physique you want. If you want to look like a skinny stick figure, sad face, then don't do weights. Don't lift. Don't work out. You are going to plateau very quickly just by doing cardio and not exercising, not doing resistance training. You're going to plateau very quickly. You're going to hit that wall. You're going to hit that limit, that ability for you to lose weight, that ability for you to look shapely because you're not building anything. And here's where it comes, it's very strange because a lot of women, a lot of you watching are females or have a girlfriend, a wife, a daughter, someone, a friend that is afraid of doing weights. I don't want to lift weights. I get really big when I lift weights. No, stupid, you don't get big. I get really big. You don't get fucking really big. You build muscle under your fat and it looks bigger because you're swollen. You have to lift weights. You don't have to do powerlifting. You could get a little bulky, and blockier if you're doing powerlifting, but you're not going to get absolutely jacked. If you're lifting heavy with your upper body, women, you're not producing testosterone like I am. You're not going to get big. You're going to get carved. So what happens is women want to lose weight, which is stupid. Okay, this idea that the scale fucking matters. And that's pretty archaic, but people still believe it. Honestly, people still believe it. Some of you might believe it. The scale doesn't matter. Because when you're building muscle, muscle weighs much more than fat. So this person, or let's just do this. Let's say, in terms of volume's sake, we have, let's say this is fat, and this could be exaggerated, and that's muscle. This is an exaggeration, it's not to scale. These two things weigh the same. They weigh the same because muscle is much more dense. So for me, I'm 200 pounds approximately. Someone that's, let's say, 30% body fat standing next to me is going to look huge. It's going to look huge, but we're still 200 pounds. We're still 200 pounds. And that's right, Nick. The scale only measures your gravitational pull, not your composition. Literally, the scale is measuring how hard the earth is pulling you into its core. It's physics. It's literally measuring, the earth is pulling you this much. And if you're heavier, the earth is pulling you more because size creates that magnetism and that gravitational pull. That's why larger planets, that's why we revolve around the sun, because the sun is so fucking huge, it's keeping everything in order. And it starts getting really like, oh my God. So honestly, if you want to think about it really crazy, right now, physically, my body is pulling the phone towards me. And the phone is pulling me towards it. Everything in the room is pulling towards one another. That's where you get magnetism. That's where you get all these, these energies, and people do meditation, and it gets really like quantum. I'm not going to go down that road, but literally every object is pulling towards the other object. It's crazy. It's nuts. We're just not big enough to actually attract it like the force, but that's the premise of it. So fat and muscle. So these are going to weigh the same because this is much more dense. This is much more dense. So when it comes to, I'm drawing you all in. You ready? Hold on. Come to Papa. Papa Swole. Come to Papa Swole. Whoa, it works. Holy shit. Okay, stop. I don't want to knock the phone over. I don't want to knock the phone over. I knock the phone over. Boom. Sorry. I keep flexing. Boom. Sorry. My bad, yo. My bad, bitches. All right, so fat and muscle. So you're not going to get bulky. You're not going to get bulky if you're a female because you're not a dude. You're not producing testosterone like a guy. But you want shape. So that's why resistance training is important, because anyone that's watching this, you want to look a certain way. And what do people want, right? What do people want? They want an ass, and then AKA booty, AKA dad ass though. People want an ass, right? They want a butt, okay? They want arms. They want the shoulder cut. They want that slice, right? Or they want six-pack. They want abs. You know, they want legs. Okay, I mean, people usually, when they say to look healthy, but what looks healthy? Skinny doesn't look healthy. You know, slender, but like, you know, lean. You don't have to be big. You don't have to have like muscles like I do. You don't have to have muscles like a pro bodybuilder. You know, but I'm saying like skin and bones. Like, you don't want to look like someone that just got out of fucking, you know, Krakow or something. Like, this is not like a concentration camp. You want to look healthy, but that's muscular. That's like, and when I say muscular, I don't mean like jacked. I mean, you know, having muscle tone and shape and not having a lot of body fat. So if you want to build muscle, but I'm saying people want these things. What do you want? Like, oh, I want to lose my stomach. I want to see my abs. I want to, you know, arms here. I want to get rid of this, you know, skin here. Where do you think it's going to go? Like, it's going to fucking disappear? You have to create that need for your body to eat the fat off yourself. That's where like the fitness and nutrition come into play, because if you're lifting weights, if you're increasing your muscle, then you have the minute hand, right? Then 24 hours a day. I didn't even spell muscle, musk, okay? Can't even spell. Fuck it, okay? If you're building muscle, you are going to be metabolizing a greater amount of fat all day long, okay? All day long. So when you're resting, when you're taking a shit, when you're showering, when you're eating, when you're sleeping, you're using energy. You're using energy all the time. Now, if you have more muscle mass, when you're at rest, when you're pooping, when you're eating, when you're showering, when you're talking or you're watching TV, when you're sitting around, when your body is burning the highest percentage of calories from fat, it's going to be higher than someone that doesn't have a lot of muscle. And that is where we get metabolism from. That's where we get that metabolic rate. You've heard that probably. I want to increase my metabolism. Yeah, my metabolism's slow. And most of you most people that talk about this shit haven't the slightest fucking concept of what metabolism is. People just use that word, oh, I have a slow metabolism. No, you're fat. Stop saying you have a slow metabolism when you're fat. People, you know, if you ever watch George Carlin, you ever watch George Carlin and his euphemism skit? Look on Facebook or look on YouTube and look up George Carlin euphemisms, and it's hysterical. It's hysterical. You know, it's that if you ever watch his stuff, it's the same skit when he talks about shell shock being called PTSD. When shell shock is powerful and it's explicit. And post-traumatic stress disorder sounds like some fucking like, you know, some kind of like, you know, fungus on your foot. You know, they soften it. They take all, you know, these words take all the impact out of it. That's why if you're fat, you're fat. Fucking own it. Your metabolism's slow. Like that video I just did, you're horizontally challenged. Bullshit, you're fat. Okay, it's just facts. It's facts. So let's look at metabolism. So if you have more muscle, okay, so with more muscle, you're going to use more fat. You use more fat all the time. All the time. Okay? All the time. When you think about, I don't know why I was using that. Why did I start using the top of that? So when your metabolism is higher, this is very simple. This is very simple. I don't care if you're doing intermittent fasting. I don't care if you're a vegan. I don't care if you eat meat 10 times a day. You still have a metabolism. What it means is metabolic. What it means is it breaks shit down. It's using things. Like you're putting gas in a car. It uses fuel. Your body uses fuel. What does it use fuel for? To repair, to build, to fucking do stuff. For cells. I mean, it does shit. We all know. I mean, I'm not going to get into it doesn't matter. It does things. You put gas in a car. You don't fucking even know what happens when you put gas in the car. Don't even pretend. When you eat, who cares? It doesn't matter. You eat food, things happen. You put gas in your car, ooh, and it goes. Who knows? Who cares? No one knows. No one knows how a car works except Elon Musk. He knows. Everyone else, no one knows. So you need fuel. You need fuel to repair and build. And then you get into the more specifics where, well, why do you build or how do you build? You have to add stress to your body in order to force it to need to build. And that's where the style of resistance training comes in. That's when, okay, you want to train and do certain types of weights and certain reps and certain exercise and a certain pattern with a certain frequency, with a certain duration, with a certain rest period. And that's where you get to, because you do that regularly, you expose your body to those stresses, your body has to build. Why is all this happening? Metabolism uses fuel, your body has to adapt. It all comes back to this. It all comes back to this. Fitness, nutrition, repair, building, it all comes back to adaptation. And adaptation is just evolution. It's literally your body defending itself. So everything, and that's gonna be a whole nother episode, but it all comes down to adaptation. Maybe we'll talk about adaptation mañana. So we'll just continue this. You guys like this whiteboard shit? You guys liking this whiteboard? I mean, it's not gonna be like this every day, but I feel like I'm here. I may as well fucking grab the whiteboard. What do you think? Float some thumbs and hearts if you like the whiteboard shit. Papa Swoleo. And maybe I'll draw some, maybe we'll do like surprise penis. Like I'll put a penis somewhere. Every episode, I'll hide it, and it'll be like, where's Waldo? Where's Swoldo? Right here. Always found. Swoldo is always found. You can't, it's like, where's Waldo? Right there. It's fucking huge. He's yoked. He's yoked. He's right there. You can't hide that dude. He's absolutely fucking jacked. Okay, so adaptation. We'll talk about the adaptation tomorrow and literally the basics, because if you understand how the body works, it makes sense why you have to train regularly and why 2 days a week and 3 days a week doesn't do shit, and why eating, 3 or 5 days a week, why cheat days don't fucking work. I mean, they do. Some people, like, they get away with it, but why most people it's not a good idea to do cheat days, or why taking the weekends off, why people that work out 5 days a week and then slack on Saturday and Sunday don't see that great results or see limited results because of the adaptation principle, what your body is adapting to and how it adapts. So of course, some people are naturally more muscular. Some people are naturally fatter than others, or taller or skinnier. Everyone's a little bit different. So there are all those like freaks that are just, hey, I never really work out too much. And like these people that just never train ever and then go to the gym and can just bench they're just strong as shit. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. So you always have those freaks. So you can't depend on that. You can't depend on that shit on the internet, taking advice from someone that's just a natural genetic, like, gifted. Okay, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just happen to be able to lift. They just have a good physique and they don't know what they're doing. And I can see that when I watch their videos on Instagram. Like, that's terrible fucking form. And right away you know that they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to explain themselves, and they're just naturally like that. And good for them, but they're trying to help people and they don't really, it's like the blind leading the fucking blind in this industry. So adaptation is everything. This is everything that we're doing. This is everything. This is everything that anything has to do with everything. Adaptation. Adaptation is everything with eating, with fitness. It's especially with the resistance training. Adaptation is everything, and avoiding and here's the thing, a lot of people try to do like muscle confusion bullshit and variety. You want adaptation? Variety can fuck your world up in a bad way. So we'll talk more about it tomorrow. Maybe adaptation, variety, maybe we'll come back to that. We've talked about before. We and whiteboard that shit. Thank you so much for joining for episode 378 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular podcast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps, and my biceps be feeling large and in charge today. Been posting a lot of ab pictures, a lot of muscle selfies on Instagram. I hope you like that. I don't know, I felt like doing a lot of those, I was gonna do one of those like chick booty pictures, just like those Instagram whores. Just for fun, having some fun over there. So if you're not following me on IG, check me out, IG stories. I do a lot of like vlog type stuff during the day. Follow me through the day and shit. Remember, premium group, what time is it? Probably, maybe half an hour, whatever 1 o'clock is. Premium, going to be live in there. We're going to be talking about not adaptation. Here we go. Watch this. Maybe I can... See what I did there? I used half the word. Nutrition. We're going to be talking about nutrition at 1 p.m. in premium. So if you're not a member of my private, elite, esteemed, serious fucking community, and I put that in the description. I put serious because I'm getting a couple people that sign up or that come in to ask me, and I know you're not even ready to do anything about your fitness. So if you like want to really change, if you really want results and you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, or you've been hitting that wall so long and it's summertime and you just want fucking like, you need it and like you're ready, then click the link. If you're not ready, you're like, I want something. If you want a handout, don't click on that fucking link. If you want a handout, nothing's gonna be given to you anywhere. And anyone that's giving you something or saying, oh, do this and you'll get this, they are blowing so much smoke up your asshole. They're just literally robbing you. So you need to be ready to invest your time and invest your effort and fucking throw down. I'm serious, because otherwise you are not gonna be, you're not gonna get results anywhere with any kind of training. So no one want to do Daily Swole Club? Did anyone want to do Daily Swole Club today? Did anyone forget about Daily Swole Club? I don't do cardio because these colors don't run. Ooh, I like that. America, Michael Mosley, you win. That's fucking awesome. Michael Mosley, see, you gotta write something cool. Michael Mosley, congratulations, Daily Swole Club winner for episode 378. So Michael Mosley, everyone float some thumbs and some hearts for Michael Mosley if you're still here. Make sure you message me. Michael, you have to message me right here on my fan page. Make sure you message me so we can set up that FaceTime voice call Skype. Michael Mosley, awesome. I hope everyone that is in Swolga, my live yoga and mobility group, I hope you enjoyed today's creative flow. Alex freaking killed it. It was that hamstring hip mobility opener with the strap and with the t-shirt, like just fucking like my hips are like loosey goosey right now after leg day, so that was a perfect timing. And that was this morning. So if you're in Swole and catch it, you have a lot to look forward to this evening. So good shit on that. Everyone, I will see you tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time. Thanks for watching here on Facebook every day, of course, at noon. You could also catch it on YouTube, but listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Premium, I'll see you at 1 p.m. Everyone else, deuce magoose, peace mageese. I'll see you at 12 noon tomorrow for 379. Laters.